Welcome to those who have joined us all here on a beautiful, clear evening. The conditions contributing to a fantastic atmosphere in the stands. This really is the place to be.
This is Peter Drury, and I'm happy to inform you that Jim Beglin has joined me to offer his expertise.
Hi Peter, it's great to be here.
Expectations and decibels both rising fast here. Things are heating up and we'll be getting underway very soon.
And as you can see, we've already started here. Well-timed, excellent interception. Jim, who do you pick out as the telling individual today?
Well, Peter, I think we'll be seeing a lot of this fella, Matteo.
It's a mighty effort! Decent enough try.
That is a really good chance missed, Peter.
And the keeper's given it a... Marmouche! Fantastic from Marmouche! He's got himself an absolute peach. There is the breakthrough. Terrible error, duly punished.
Well, you've got to give him credit for pressing so quickly there.
So, a breakthrough already. Marmouche.
Oh, we expected better, and so did he. And here's Vinicius Junior.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Marmouche. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. Just eases him off the ball. Haaland.
Mendy gets a foot in here.
Now this could be a chance.
He's picked his way through. Reinders.
Valverde.
That pass isn't the best.
Madrid
are seeing plenty of the ball, but for now they trail. He has found the way through.
Ceballos.
Well, I wouldn't quite advise they should resort to risk-taking at this stage. There's plenty of time left yet. Well, that's good defending. He squeezed the play and he gave him no chance to get on the turn.
Now it's Haaland.
Well read,
and the danger is averted.
Takes a shot! It's off target and by quite a way.
Look, we've all been there. Not that it'll make him feel much better at the moment.
Oh, he's been caught napping!
Howson. And it's Tchouaméni.
Madrid looking to pass their way through. Stones tries to clear. Well, the run has been sold a little bit short there.
They should have done a lot better there. The final ball was very poor.
Reinders is sporting a guilty look after that.
His teammates are really annoyed with that, you know, and they have every right.
Gets his head on it! It's there! They have grabbed themselves an equaliser.
Well, you have to credit the desire there. These boys knew they were in a battle, and they did exactly what was needed to get back into it. That's going to make the boss just a little happy now.
He watched it all the way, and the finish was unerring.
So well played, Peter. Did a great job keeping sight of the ball, made a classic move and met it perfectly.
Madrid grabbed the equaliser, and we're all square.
Well, I'd happily watch this every week, Peter. This is exactly what you want from a big game.
Vinicius Junior. Marmouche.
And that's gone loose. Now it's Haaland. Pinches it off him.
Vinicius Junior.
Short changes him with that pass. Matches Nunes. Now it's Reinders.
Foot in.
Oh, well played, well sorted out.
Stones.
Oh, it's a promising build-up, this. Plenty of really nice passing.
Oh, good take in a good area. Tries a shot! Really well taken goal. And they've got their lead back.
The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
Look, if you want to be effective on the break, then the key element is always pace. That's what really rips defences apart, and it's difficult to find an answer to it when it's applied like that.
Well, this is what we've been waiting for. Well, he can't say now that he hasn't been warned.
I don't think you need to be an expert lip reader to know what's being said here.
Now it's Haaland.
And the finish! And a terrific save from the keeper.
I think he's done great there, both reading it and dealing with it.
Can he get it through? Ceballos is offering some sort of an apology there.
Clearly is miffed, having made the run and not get picked out.
Lovely ball and a real chance now. Rodri.
He's having a shot!
Oh, that's well spotted. And it's Bellingham. He's being urged to shoot.
Great chance!
And that'll be the final action of the first half. That was a very watchable and entertaining half of football, and it's fair to say that both teams have played their part. No, well, the pickings certainly have been rich in this first half.
Well, I think the message from the manager at half-time will be pretty simple, Peter. He's going to want them to play at a higher tempo, press more, higher up the pitch, pass quicker, and entice...
He's gone for goal! It's loose. Oh, it's fallen kindly here. He will be livid with himself. Mendy. Now Howson. Chouameni. Valverde. He's on it. Can he get away?
If they want to counter, they could do with more speed.
A mixture of good defending and indecisive passing. No progress. He's a sharp little ball here.
Oh, shooting chance! It's a goal! And this is getting better and better.
And that will surely go down as one of the easiest goals he could ever score.
Yeah, keeping calm and taking a touch like that when it's all going on around you isn't always that easy, but it...
And Marmouche! Oh, crossbar!
Great build-up. It all deserved a better ending.
That's good running. It makes life so much easier when you have people who are willing to go beyond the defence like that.
Haaland. Stood up well to him there. Oh, this looks sharp. He has slightly undercooked that one.
Well, everything up to the final pass looked decent. They just couldn't pick out that killer ball.
Cross deflected over the goal line for a corner. And we have our very first corner.
Bellingham!
Just off target.
Yeah, I think he's going to be a bit disappointed with that, Peter. You would have fancied him to at least hit the target.
That is good pressure, just hounded him off it. Just about up to the hour now. And he's quick to get it clear again. There will be a throw-in. And it's Mendy. Played into the middle. Oh, important interception. Now it's Mbappe! Oh, the keeper's done ever so well.
Mbappe is offering a wry smile there.
It's their second corner of the game. A hefty challenge, but fair enough. And now they can spring out of defence. Oh, what a ball! Lofted in. Lovely, now then.
Claudio.
Marmouche with 2 goals already to his name. Pass somewhat off target. That's ruffled a few feathers, but well dealt with. And that's the end of that. It all started well enough.
And Marmouche! Yes! And they are pulling clear here.
You just know there is no stopping that.
Well, that was hit with genuine ferocity. You just don't stop those, Peter.
And there was his third, and boy, he looks the business, doesn't he just?
He has simply been truly awesome. He really has stamped his authority on this.
It's starting to look like a done deal now. Now it's Haaland, looking for options for movement.
That's going in strongly.
Whistle's gone, that's a foul. No second thought, a straight red card. The player's body language here is a bit grim. It is not looking great at all. Well, he waited a little while, but it does seem that the referee was eventually convinced that that was a clear enough chance he denied.
Well, I suppose the other choice, Peter, would have been to let your opponent score, so he had no other option. That's just playing it safe and simple.
Into the last quarter of an hour. And now a sudden chance to counter. And he's straight offside. So time for change. And this one has been on the cards for a little while.
Well, his stamina was called into question then, but there's absolutely nothing wrong with his heart and the efforts he put in. He was very willing, though, not quite able.
Now there's a fine ball. Shapes the shoot! He scores! Players ecstatic, fans delirious. This is utopian. Simplicity itself.
Well, of course, it's great play to set him up, Peter, but you can't say the defence did themselves many favours then. They really should have picked him up sooner.
And now he has 2. Things looking so easy, almost too easy here.
This is wonderful front-footed football. The manager will be absolutely thrilled to see his team clicking in every department.
There's the shot! He's got a goal!
How many? Just how many? The gulf in class is vast.
I can see some heads dropping here now, Peter. I see things getting even worse out there if they're not careful.
Clinical, just clinical. What a game this is turning out to be for him.
This is frightening football. He has
just a... Haaland! He scored! It hurts, does it not? Oh, how reality hurts.
Look, all they want to hear right now is the final whistle. They've been humiliated.
He's got 4. That is remarkable. Reinders. Haaland. Truthfully, it was hard to see any better outcome there. That is good alertness. Guardiola kept his eye on it, and he's there. And he cuts out the supply. Threads one in. Chance! He's put it wide. That's an imaginative pass. Reinders. Passing is crisp and sharp. He's had it taken off him. Eder Militao promptly onto that, and that is that. Well, that looks a good ball through. He's found the way through. Reinders. Bernardo Silva. Passes coming off in quick succession here. Aims beyond the defence. Well played, that has snuffed out the danger. Added time is up, and there goes the whistle. Madrid cannot spin this any other way. They came up against opponents who were thrilling, at times unplayable, who simply brushed them off. Your reflections then, Jim?
Well, Peter, I really couldn't see what this team was trying to achieve, whether it's the manager's message not getting through or not having the right players in the right positions. It all looked a bit lost.
So just time for me to say thanks to Jim for his wisdom and to wish you all a very good evening. Welcome to those who have joined us all here on a beautiful, clear evening. The conditions contributing to a fantastic atmosphere in the stands. This really is the place to be. I'm Peter Drury, and it's a pleasure to be alongside Jim Beglin.
Well, thanks for that, Peter. I'm more than ready to get going here.
Well, the pre-match build-up has been fantastic. Now, the game itself. And already we're underway here. Haaland is offering some sort of an apology there.
Clearly is miffed, having made the run and not get picked out.
Who do you think this turns on, Jim?
Well, Peter, it's hard not to be impressed.
And the finish! And he's done it!
Well, talk about a real rude awakening. It's almost as if the defence saw nothing coming. They just didn't anticipate. On heels rather than toes.
And a trademark move ends with the inevitable classy finish.
Look, if you want to be effective on the break, then the key element is always pace. That's what really rips defences apart, and it's difficult to find an answer to it when it's applied like that.
So, a breakthrough already. Ceballos, and the through ball. Just the goalkeeper to beat. And the shot! It's there! That is remarkable! All square in a matter of moments.
Yeah, and the analysis of the goal should take a back seat to the importance of a committed reaction. This is wonderful to watch.
There was to be only one outcome.
Well, he always had the measure of the keeper there. Such confidence and composure.
And that has added a whole new complexion to the game.
You've got to commend that, Peter. It's the perfect response to falling behind. Don't let your heads drop, just get back up the pitch and level the scores again. This is cracking stuff.
Still very early doors, but it is a closely contested affair. Fran Garcia can get it clear. The referee has given a corner. And we have our very first corner. Well, it's gone out again, and so we'll have a repeat corner. It's their second corner of the game. Reinders plays it short. That is a brilliant interception. And now they can spring out of defence. Not the most accurate pass. Valverde. He's making a real surge on the left. And the goalkeeper's got a good palm to that. Struck first time. Lacking in accuracy.
Tchouameni clearly felt that distance wasn't an issue, but maybe there were better options for him there.
Taken back almost at once. Ambitious ball here. Rodri. Oh, it's a promising build-up, this. Plenty of really nice passing. Reinders. Chance! He's done very well to get to that.
Reinders really must be thinking what he has to do to score there.
So, third corner of the game. And the assistant referee has his flag raised for offside. Haaland. Marmouche. And it's Kovacic. Great vision. Almost half an hour in now. Looking for options for movement. Eder Militao gets it away. It's a pretty loose pass. Now it's Mbappe. Oh, that looks a cracking ball. Well, that is not the best ball, and he offers an apologetic look.
Yeah, he just didn't seem to get enough on the pass, Peter, did he?
Well, that has not gone well. Reinders. Can he get on the end of this? Shapes to shoot! And yes, it's there! And again they hit the front. And he stuck it away as if laser guided.
Just way too good, Peter. The keeper was never going to stop it.
And now he has two. Well, this is what we've been waiting for. Time perhaps for one last twist before half-time. Ceballos. Now it's Haaland. Cute ball now, how can he reach it? He might be in here! Can he finish? Oh, he did the hard part right, but fluffed the finish.
Kovacic has every reason to be disappointed after being played in so well. The gaffer won't let him forget that.
He's only too happy to take that back. Fran Garcia. Kovacic. Marmouche. And he's found a way past. Bellingham. And he's having a shot! He's got away with one there. Can he get it through? Kovacic. Nicely weighted ball. Great defending, strong and determined. Well timed, excellent interception. Rodri. Now it's Haaland. Ceballos. And here's Haaland.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Just eases him off the ball. And it's half-time here. So, engaging and still right on edge. Plenty of signs to suggest this will turn out to be a really good one. No, well, the pickings certainly have been rich in this first half.
Yeah, they're ahead, Peter, but they can't afford to get too complacent. They need to go with the same intensity and tempo they showed in getting both the goals. Try to get another now and establish that two-goal cushion early in the second half.
Here we go again then.
Well, I think in these circumstances it's all about how to adjust the balance of your...
Real chance! Oh, denied brilliantly!
Haaland is offering a wry smile there.
So their fourth corner of the game. Marmouche! Oh, terrific save from the keeper.
Really anticipated that well, didn't he?
They're up to 5 corners now. And that's not going to trouble anybody. Bellingham. Valverde. Oh, well played. That has snuffed out the danger. And it's Reinders. Haaland. Little doubt, that is a foul. And he is going into that little black book. The player's body language here is a bit grim. It is not looking great at all. Loose ball now, and there's a chase on to retrieve it. Valverde. Now it's Vinicius Junior. And he's running through. Nothing wrong with that tackle. Ball won cleanly. Threads one in. Knocks it into space. That is lovely. Eder Militao. Now here's the delivery. Oh, that's a fine interception. That has ended up in no man. And he's had a hit. Oh, that's fabulous. That is a gem. An absolute gem. It's level again. What a match we have.
Wow, this is so good. I mean, seriously good. They're putting on quite a show here for us.
There was no getting to that. No getting to it at all. Expertly done.
Yeah, tempted and
good effort from distance. That's rather hopeful. There was plenty of power on that. Bellingham! Now that was a full-blooded header.
No complaints about his effort and commitment.
And he's let fly. Now, can they get him away? Kovacic. Foden. That was good pressing. Forced the error to put an end to it before things could get even more threatening. Pinches it off him. Valverde. Ceballos. Well, quality clearly deserted him at the crucial moment.
Well, the pass wasn't good enough, and he knows it.
That is a jarring tackle, but apparently nothing wrong with it. Bellingham was alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless. And this is Kovacic. Nice interception, well timed. Stood up well to him there. Fran Garcia gets it clear. Vinicius Junior. Challenged just a bit on the firm side. That is a great pick out. He is through here. Vinicius Junior! It's in! And the comeback is complete. Perfect placement. The one place the keeper couldn't reach.
That's expertly finished, and he's done that so often.
Madrid get themselves into the lead.
Yeah, I always felt this was coming. There was a clear increase in both intensity and tempo. Now all they need is to try and maintain it.
Oh, that's a key interception. Pass somewhat off target. And it's Ceballos. Tries to play it through. Tries to pass it through. Mbappe finds himself offside.
I think the message here is quite clear, Peter. They want another one and will seemingly keep going until they get it.
And he's being shifted off it. Vinicius Junior. Eder Militao. Now it's Foden. Picked out, takes a shot! Oh, taken with style! And the lead lost no time at all!
Well, going behind has simply triggered a collective determination to hit back, and they merit nothing less.
A mere formality, nigh on a certainty. He is truly in the zone.
Well, how's that for composure, Peter? You can see the keeper tried to put as much pressure on him by staying upright, but it didn't faze him, not in the slightest.
So all square, and not for the first time.
Well, I think the players will be buoyed by the fact that they've managed to level things in a hurry. Tails most definitely up now.
Brilliantly cut out. Oh, that pass isn't the best.
I think we might be done here, Peter. I don't see there being enough time for them to try again.
And he was alert to it.
Well, I'm not quite sure he needed to hold up play quite as much as he did then. A couple of his teammates were very annoyed.
Well, we expected better, and so did he.
They're avoiding the blatantly obvious by not getting the ball into the opposition box. That's where it has to be.
Well, there is a look that says it all. A piercing stare.
Well, that's down to a simple miscalculation. No more, no less.
That's a shade optimistic. 5 minutes to add. That is good pressure, just hounded him off it. Looking for the run. He can run onto that. And this is Marmouche.
Oh, that's a foul, and the whistle's gone. Yellow or red? It is red.
He does seem to be in considerable discomfort. I do hope it's nothing serious. Well, Jim, there's only one reason that he would be sent off.
And Bernardo Silva!
Oh, fine stop from the keeper.
That's very, very good. You can't ask for much more than that.
The message is simple. Defend this with your lives. And there goes the final whistle. What a game. A contest of ferocity and marvellous talent from start to finish.
How would you summarise what we've seen today then, Jim?
Well, what a sight this is, a beautiful evening, and the promise of a match that will really get the juices flowing.
Well, I'm Peter Drury, and I'm joined in the commentary box by the familiar figure of Jim Beglin.
Hi Peter, always good to work with you. I'm really looking forward to this now.
Colours vivid and vibrant, songs loud and proud. The tone for this game is well and truly set.
As you can see, we've already started here.
And he's there to belt it away. Nice interception, his positioning was spot on. Not the most accurate pass. Now it's Haaland.
Jim, who do you reckon is pivotal?
Well, I can really see this guy, Omar Marmoush, being an absolute nightmare for the defence here. He's a great all-round attacker who has good pace in behind, and that makes him very effective against teams that like to play compact low blocks. He's a great passer and dribbler and a very good poacher.
I think the opposition defence agree too. He's going to be the source of so many of their headaches.
That has ended up in no man's land. Great vision. That's a shade optimistic. Well, the idea was a good one. The execution of it, not quite so.
Yeah, he just didn't seem to get enough on the pass, Peter, did he?
Short changes him with that pass.
He's had a fair tumble under that challenge. Reinders has been caught there. It's a foul. What a start. Free kick in a dangerous position in the opening minutes. Marmoush! Decent hit from there.
Valverde.
First quarter of an hour gone.
No way through. Haaland.
Madrid
Still without a single shot on target. No joy this time.
Ceballos
Engages and forces him off the ball. Well, that was a period of possession which carried just about no threat at all. And it's Reinders.
Haaland! And that is quite wonderful! A finish of true class!
Just so calm under pressure, and he managed to fashion a fine finish.
Such a well-worked finish. It looked like he was going to be shut down, but he thrives in situations like that.
So the first goal of the game.
Well, I guess this ought to make things interesting, Peter. No doubt the opposition will now be forced to play a more open and riskier game.
This looks promising.
Well, I wouldn't quite advise they should resort to risk-taking at this stage. There's plenty of time left yet.
That pass isn't the best. Ceballos providing an outlet on that flank. Rodri. That's very disappointing, it has to be said. Bellingham
Goes down, but nothing given.
Marmoush tries to pass it through. No, it's come to nothing. Eder Militao, Chouameni, Valverde, Ceballos, Rudiger, Carvajal,
Vinicius Junior.
Well, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined.
Overhit and out of play.
And it's Ceballos. And he's intervened well there. Ceballos is sporting a guilty look after that.
Clearly is miffed, having made the run and not get picked out.
Haaland receives him in a wide position. Nicely weighted ball. Oh, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time. And the referee has shown him a yellow card. Pass somewhat off target. Well, it looked promising for a moment, but it came to nothing. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. And he was quick to react. Now it's Haaland. Haaland!
Decent chance! And yes, it's there! Two to the good, and they are purring, absolutely purring.
And he stuck it away as if laser guided.
That's expertly finished, and he's done that so often.
Things starting to look very comfortable.
Well, with this kind of authority, Peter, why not push on and totally kill this off?
Ball's out, it'll be a throw-in again. Mbappe
Goes for a shot!
Oh, the ball's run loose here. Oh, a decent effort as the first half draws to a close. Any strong opinions on the first half?
Well, I think things have worked out pretty well so far, Peter. If it ain't broke, don't fix it. So I think the manager has to resist change at this stage.
And that's the start of another 45 minutes.
I think it'll be fascinating to see how they're going to change their approach here. They have to go for it and try and pull one back, but they also have to be aware that going 3 down will probably seal their fate.
Oh, easy pickings there. Marmouche, and the through ball. And that pass is somewhat less than ideal.
They should have done a lot better there. The final ball was very poor.
Stones gets over and intercepts. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Reinders. And it's Bellingham. Vinicius Junior receives it in a good position here. Threads one in.
Can he finish?
Decent enough try. Madrid with the corner. They're first.
Chance!
And now a sudden chance to counter. Haaland. Knocks it into space. Oh, this is a great position. That is a crunching tackle. Well, he's not happy with that challenge, but the referee has let it go. Now it's Kovacic. Well, played right into his path.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Turns and goes back. And this is Marmouche. And they win it back again. Reinders. And he was alert to it.
They want to be quick here. It's breakaway time.
And it's Reinders. Ceballos.
Well, yet another interception and a show of anticipation to be commended.
Kovacic. Ruben Dias. Looking to play him in. And he's worked it through. Oh, that's a fine interception. Well, he was clearly disappointed with that pass.
Well, I think the opposition saw that pass coming a mile off, and it wasn't the best decision.
That has not gone well. Can he get on the end of this? No, that's been intercepted. He steps in, and that's the end of that. Looking for the run. Well, that's well spotted. That is a jarring tackle, but apparently nothing wrong with it. Shoots! Good hit, kept the keeper honest.
Cambio de jugadores.
Madrid have their second corner now. That's the keeper's ball. And now they can spring out of defence. It looked as though that might lead to something quite promising, but it turned out that that was not the case. And that pass just didn't quite work. Eder Militao. Marmouche. Can he get it through? Brilliantly cut out. Well, the runner's been sold a little bit short there.
Well, everything up to the final pass looked decent. They just couldn't kick out that killer ball.
Oh, whistle's gone. Now then. Madrid presented with a golden opportunity here. He'll know exactly where he wants to put it. Not a twitch, not a blink.
Yeah, the keeper was trying to make him think that he was going to dive one way here. Could have just held a little longer.
Madrid get themselves back into contention.
Well, I think they have every chance of levelling this now, Peter, but they've got to stay calm and not go completely gung-ho.
Vinicius Junior in acres of space out wide. He saw the danger and he went crashing in. It's a pretty loose pass. That's Valverde.
Keep calm and carry on. That's the job in a nutshell now.
Good running, strong and purposeful. Tchouaméni did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on. That's a little off target. Now it's Haaland. And this is Bernardo Silva. He's through. He's had a shot! And this is Marmouche. And he's quick to snatch it back.
Well, it's probably safe to say now, Peter, that it's going to be all about game management from here.
Now this could be a chance. And that is expertly dealt with. He's going for goal! Oh, fine stop from the keeper.
Really anticipated that well, didn't he?
Se va a realizar un cambio de jugadores.
Yeah, and the jostling for position has begun. There's hardly any breathing space in that box.
Stones gets it away. Oh, the ball's come loose here. And he's there to retrieve it. Marmouche does have his name on the score sheet, of course. Oh, super find. He's beaten the last man. Big shapes to shoot. They want to be quick to recover this. Mbappe. Lewis. And that is that. Madrid can justifiably find this a hard one to swallow. They gave it their all, but ultimately they have fallen just short against an opponent prepared to go toe-to-toe until the end. Well, what are your thoughts on today's game then, Jim?
Look, Peter, a strength in any team has to be at the heart of your defence, and I'm afraid they were found wanting in that department.
And that's where we have to end it. From me, Peter Drury, and my co-commentator, Jim Beglin, a very good evening to you all. Hello and welcome one and all. The atmosphere building very nicely here. Gorgeous, gorgeous evening. The skies are clear, the noise is fervent, the atmosphere frenetic.
I'm Peter Drury and it's a pleasure to be alongside Jim Beglin.
Hi Peter, it's great to be here.
Colours vivid and vibrant, songs loud and proud. The tone for this game is well and truly set.
We have already started here. Jim, which player is best equipped for this game?
Well, I've got my eye on Militao, who's developing his game very well and quite quickly. I think you need someone very strong in the central defensive position, and he is living up to that now, delivering what he was maybe failing to deliver not so long ago. Just a lot more confidence, a lot stronger, and he'll be the one that they'll have to try and get past.
No argument from me on that front. It's easy to see how his presence alone affects both sides. Now it's Haaland. And he's managed to get free. Oh, Marmoush!
And it's a goal! There is the breakthrough!
And that is fabulous. A true beauty of a goal.
Oh, it was a real beauty, Peter, and while many might have just lashed out at it, he took his time and he put it where very few can.
So, a breakthrough already.
Marmoush. Now it's Haaland. Pinches it off him. Not the most accurate pass. Can he get on the end of this? Chouameni. Bellingham. Ake. Matheus Nunes. Threads one in. Ake wins the duel this time. Haaland. Now it's Haaland.
It's come through and he's had a quick look at real chance! And he hits the net! And they're at it again in double quick time! One sweeping move executed with deadly efficiency.
Yeah, when you're hit on the counter-attack like that, it's like walking into a sucker punch and they're dazed.
So that's two now without reply.
Oh no, this does not look good.
Kovacic.
Well, I wouldn't quite advise they should resort to risk-taking at this stage. There's plenty of time left yet.
Chouameni, Ake promptly onto that, and that is that. Looking for options for movement. Rodri. Now it's Haaland. And here's Reinders. Chouameni gets across to intercept that. Oh no, that was never going to make it. Bellingham. Now Ruben Dias. Passing is crisp and sharp. Great vision. And they can counter here. He's a sharp little ball here.
He's having a shot! And yes, it's there! Back to within one! Interesting!
Oh, he did so well to hold his run and stay on side, Peter. That was really clever.
We have got ourselves a game here.
Oh, we have a very different game on our hands now, all of a sudden. This one's totally up for grabs.
Now it's Bellingham. Now who's going to be first to this? He's shifting.
Can he finish? Oh, no shortage of confidence there.
Yeah, I think he's a little annoyed with himself there, Peter, because he did pretty much everything right up to the end.
And we have our very first corner. And now they can spring out of defence. Bellingham looking to get on the end of this. Oh, that was vital. That's really well manoeuvred. That's a lovely, neat pass. Haaland has been caught there. It's a foul.
pass has gone astray. Out for a throw. Intercepts the throw, that's well read. Stones spots it and intercepts. Ruben Diaz. And it's Reinders. Well, that pass isn't the best. Well, nicely intercepted. Mbappe. Ceballos. Well, played right into his path. That's going to go a long way. Well, he's done very well to take that back. And they're not going to make any further progress now. And he's been caught on it here.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
Now it's Mbappe. That's been cut out, well played. Bellingham. Valverde. Well, a glitch with the rangefinder there, and evident annoyance.
Well, that's down to a simple miscalculation. No more, no less.
Mbappe showed plenty of zest in getting to the ball, but couldn't quite sort it out. And it's been given away. It looked as though that might lead to something quite promising, but it turned out that that was not... Takes a shot! He has done it! 2 up and in charge, and things are looking pretty good for them now.
Yeah, a fantastic run and a fantastic pass to play him in. Both needed to be timed to perfection, and they were.
So, referee's had a look, and he's blown his whistle for half-time.
Durante el descanso podremos disfrutar de un pequeño espectáculo ofrecido por nuestro grupo oficial de animación.
Whistle goes, and we start the second half.
Well, I think they have to be positive despite the scoreline. The one thing they don't want to do, Peter, is give away an early goal. But they can't afford to get too cagey either. So attack with real devilment, go for that goal and see if they can unsettle them.
Now it's Haaland. Oh, that is a nice touch. And this is Marmouche. Plenty of appeals, but the referee is not interested. Bellingham.
A lot of space here, a real opportunity.
Kovacic. Now, can they get him away? No, that's been intercepted. Valverde. Vinicius Junior. Laid back in. Great ball, and he's in here. Great chance! They've scored! The second half off to a spectacular start. That was a given. It always was.
Well, the defence were being far too casual there, Peter. Far too slow to switch on to the danger. That's the kind of thing that makes managers go crazy.
This is threatening to become a really good game.
What a difference a half-time rocket from the manager can make. This is exactly the response he'd be looking for.
The less said about that pass, the better.
Well, that'll certainly improve their mood. All the talking, both
He's having a go! Oh, denied! Brilliantly!
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that.
Madrid have their second corner now. Almost an hour gone.
Well, that's certainly more like it. They can't let the intensity drop now, Peter.
They're coming again and again.
You know, the interest value in this game might just take off from here.
Now it's Vinicius Junior. Kovacic. And Reinders.
That's ruffled a few feathers, but well dealt with.
Oh, that's a key interception. Bellingham. Now that looks a decent ball. Reinders. Kovacic. Now it's Haaland. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Now it's Haaland.
And he's away. Big chance! He's got a goal! The lightness of step, the sharpness of movement, the certainty of finish.
Oh, that's wonderful to see. The run was explosive, the finish exquisite.
And with that, the hat-trick is complete.
Well, he's been on a crusade, and his first...
He's tried one! Oh, terrific save from the keeper.
Vinicius Junior clearly thought he had the beating of the keeper.
So, third corner of the game.
Chance! And that is wildly off target.
Spirited to say the least. Certainly gave this crowd something to really cheer about.
Haaland.
And this is Marmouche.
Excellent challenge there, uncompromising.
Well, that was well positioned and well pinched. They can't hurt with their backs to go.
He's ended up in no man's land. Reinders.
Looking to play him in. And this is Marmouche. He's been bundled over. That is a foul. Well, no messing about. It is red. Well, there is concern on the faces of the players standing around him here.
Well, no question, Jim, the referee has seen that as a professional foul.
He really ended up between a rock.
He's trying a shot. And that's caused a worry or two.
Yeah, it's good movement, though. A bit unlucky he couldn't actually steer it goalwards.
Shin to shin, bicep to bicep, and he wins out. Eder Militao
looking for the run.
Well, that's well seen too. Aimed beyond the defence. Well, the ball just didn't work out for the run that he made.
They should have done a lot better there. The final ball was very poor.
Ceballos.
And a chance! It's there! Just one goal in it now! Game on! Oh, beautifully dispatched. There was no reaching that.
Well, Peter, I think the keeper knew straight away he was never going to get to it.
Madrid get themselves back into contention.
Well, they'll just be praying that one more chance falls their way before the whistle goes.
Ake kept aware, and it is reclaimed easily. Now it's Dani Ceballos.
Mbappe!
Keep calm and carry on. That's the...
And the finish! He scored! They have stolen level at the last!
There was no getting to that, no getting to it at all. Expertly done.
That's just a fabulous, fabulous finish. Anything that close to the thread of the goal, 99 times out of 100, the keeper's not getting there.
All square again into the dying minutes.
Well, those players out there must be exhausted now, Pete.
Goes for a shot! Great effort, beautifully taken.
Oh, the technical control was exquisite. The pummeled attempt was exasperating.
Now it's Vinicius Junior.
Marmouche.
Now it's Haaland. Eder Militao kept his eye on it, and he's there.
Foden.
That has been cut short. Well played, that has snuffed out the danger. Guardiola.
It's the sort of situation that they'll want to capitalise on now.
Knocks it into space. Eder Militao. And here's Mbappe. That tackle was certainly sturdy. Tries a shot!
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
So close, but that's it. The full-time whistle has gone.
Well, I think many on that pitch were ready for the final whistle to come, so let's hope that there's still plenty of energy about.
So a short respite for the players as they prepare themselves for another 30 minutes. And we are already back underway. Madrid displayed great resilience to find the late equaliser that's got them here. Now can they go one better? Well timed, excellent interception. Vinicius Junior, and the shot! Oh, what about that? Late in the day, this could well be it. It was a great finish. He put it away with great poise, dead-eye accuracy.
Just way too good, Peter. The keeper was never going to stop it.
Madrid get themselves into the lead.
Well, it's great commitment on show here. They'll be hoping now that they can stay focused and disciplined enough to hold on to this.
Well, he's intervened well there. Marmouche. Bernardo Silva. Marmouche. And for a moment you felt that was going somewhere, but they'll have to go again. Bernardo Silva, and it's Bernardo Silva. Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. Now it's Haaland. A vicious ball here. It's played through for him. Engages and forces him off the ball. He can get that clear. Bellingham. Rodri bumps him off it and wins back the ball. Now it's come to nothing. They've reached the midway point in extra time. Oh, what a comeback. Certainly I didn't see that coming, nor I think did many in this crowd. Well, both teams have run themselves into the ground out there. Does anyone have one last moment of magic in them? Is there to be drama in these final 15 minutes? This has been enthralling. So what do the last 15 minutes have left? Mendy is fouled. Eder Militao has a look and plays it forward. Marmouche looking understandably energised after his goal. Picked out chance, surely! It's bounced back off the post. Out of play for a goal kick. Ball. A slightly better ball would have led to a very different outcome there.
Well, everything up to the final pass looked decent. They just couldn't pick out that killer ball.
And he can clear it away. Challenged just a bit on the firm side. And it's made its way to him. Can he get it through? Caught offside that time.
I thought it was going to happen then. How many more chances can they realistically expect now?
Well, he's felt that, hasn't he? Well read, nice interception. Madrid close now to seeing this one through to the end. And he's had a hit! Oh, it's come loose! Lewis can get it clear. And here's Mbappe. Oh, well cut out, no margin for error there at all. Now it's Haaland.
They've got to be quick moving this forward.
And that will be the final act. Madrid have been forced to do it the hard way, but they have pulled themselves through unwaveringly to win. A great performance by any measure. Ceballos taking in the accolades, having been named man of the match, and deservedly so. Well, from behind, Jim, that is some win, isn't it?
I take this every week, Peter. What a fabulous game. It's amazing no matter how much they were down. They never lost focus, never looked beaten.
So just time for me to say thanks to Jim for his wisdom and to wish you all a very good evening. Hello and welcome one and all. The atmosphere building very nicely here. Gorgeous, gorgeous evening. The skies are clear, the noise is fervent, the atmosphere frenetic. I'm Peter Drury and it's a pleasure to be alongside Jim Begley.
Hi Peter, it's great to be here.
Well, colour and passion just oozing from the stands here. These fans love their football and we're about to be dished up a feast of it.
We have already started here.
The most accurate pass. Well played, that has snuffed out the danger. Looking to play him in. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. Now it's Haaland. Now it's Reinders. Valverde. Can he get on the end of this?
Mbappe! It's a foul, it's in the box, it's a penalty.
Madrid presented with a golden opportunity here. This to make it 1-0.
Oh, it's hit the post! Can he finish?
They're going to be quick to recover this.
Can he finish?
Oh, what has happened here?
It's been pretty high-tempo stuff from the off here, Peter. A good show of intent, I would say.
Threads one in, and he's quick to snatch it back. Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's all...
Has a shot! Great effort, beautifully taken.
Bellingham brilliantly took control of that, which was exactly what the situation required.
Not the best distribution from the keeper. Tries to pass it through. Lovely pass, but can he get there?
Ceballos could try cutting inside here.
Bellingham. And it's Valverde.
Chance for a shot! And he's done it!
It was a great finish. He put it away with great poise, dead-eye accuracy.
He had the whole picture in his head, Peter. He didn't even look at the goalkeeper.
So the first moment of real significance.
Well, I'd remind those players, Peter, that concentration will be key for a while now, as you don't want to hand the momentum straight back to your opposition.
Dani Ceballos. Well read, and the danger is averted. Shifted upfield. Madrid are enjoying a good spell right now and leading. Nicely weighted ball. That's a nicely shaped ball.
He has saved the goalkeeper's blushes there. What great defending.
It's a really well-measured ball. Ceballos is offering some sort of an apology there.
Well, that's down to a simple miscalculation. No more, no less.
Ceballos. Bellingham charging forward, the ball at his feet. Getting on for a third of the way through the game.
Just as I thought, Peter, it looks like this is a side that's setting themselves up for a counter-attack.
Yeah, stand by for the early ball, the big one over the top.
Yeah, and those that are up top, Peter, have to be willing to chase. And, of course, those in midfield have to be ready now to recycle.
And they have got just the right players for that. Rodri. No, again, there's no way through. And it's Bellingham. It's played through for him. And if you have just joined us, still just one goal between them. And the score is 1-0. Ruben Dias. Oh, there's a probing ball.
I wouldn't fancy playing up front in these circumstances, to be honest. There's absolutely no supply.
Mendy calmly anticipates. And here's Haaland. Looking for the run. Reinders. Now it's Reinders.
That's a simple one for the keeper. The muscular approach does pay off here. And claimed it back swiftly. We've got 5 minutes till half-time. That looks a cracking ball. And he's been shifted off it. And he was quick to react. And the pass is intercepted. Can he get it through? Well, played right into his path. Well, what's he giving here? The referee's decided that he was fouled outside the box, and it is just a free kick. Stones has been sent off for that incident. The referee showed no hesitation in getting out a straight red card. Off the bar! And another try! And it's in! 2 up now, and they are cruising.
Habrá un minuto de descuento.
Madrid are sitting pretty, 2-0 up.
Well, now's the time you can afford to be more daring, Peter. It may be tempting to sit on this, but...
The referee's had a look, and he's blown his whistle for half-time. So your views on the first half?
Well, I think things have worked out pretty well so far, Peter. If it ain't broke, don't fix it. So I think the manager has to resist change at this stage.
Madrid go in at half-time on a comfortable 2-goal cushion. So off we go once more. Tries to play it through. Vinicius Junior tries a shot! It's hit the upright. Ruben Diaz gets rid without sophistication. He's ended up in no man's land.
Vinicius Junior really was well marshalled there because he was denied the opportunity to turn.
That's a lovely, neat pass. Nicely aimed pass. Marmouche. And that's put paid to a promising move. Vinicius Junior. And he's managed to get rid. Eder Militao is sporting a guilty look after that.
Encouraged the pass with an intelligent run, but the pass just lacked pace.
Pass somewhat off target. Marmouche. Haaland. Madrid needed that. They really needed it.
Well, that tackle was immense, and so was the relief. The greatest
chance! And yes, it's there! The second half off to a spectacular start. And a trademark move ends with the inevitable classy finish.
Look, if you want to be effective on the break, then the key element is always pace. That's what really rips defences apart, and it's difficult to find an answer to it when it's applied like that.
We have got ourselves a game here.
The manager must have given them an earful at half-time, and fair play, because it seems to have worked. They've got to kick on from here now.
Donnarumma breathes a sigh of relief as he gets his hands on the ball. And now they can spring out of defence. Now it's Haaland. Oh, nicely intercepted.
Well, that's certainly more like it. They can't let the intensity drop now, Peter.
This is a really front-footed approach.
You know, the interest value in this game might just take off from here.
Big chance! Oh, denied brilliantly!
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that.
Madrid are looking to go forward now. Oh, that pass isn't the best. Oh, good-looking ball. Marmouche. Oh, well played, well played. And he has slightly undercooked that one.
They should have done a lot better there. The final ball was very poor.
Well timed, excellent interception. Oh, that's fabulous. And that's a... goes for a shot! Good try. The outcome could so easily have been different.
Yeah, it's good movement, though. A bit unlucky he couldn't actually steer it goalwards.
Kane gets across to intercept that. Pass is coming off in quick succession here. Rudiger cuts out the pass. Now, can they get him away? And he's worked it through. Out of play for a goal kick.
Se va a realizar un cambio de jugadores.
So time for change, and this one has been on the cards for a little while.
Yeah, I think he's been told to play that role of the tactical pivot, spraying the ball about sometimes, driving it forward from the middle of the park.
So 2-1 now, and things have got a whole lot more enthralling here.
Yeah, this is a real psychological test now that will tell us whether one side buckles and the other kicks on.
Reinders.
Half an hour gone in the second half.
Now it's Haaland.
And this is Bernardo Silva. That's going to go a long way. Bernardo Silva. Marmouche. Big chance, surely!
Mendy clears it away.
Keep calm and carry on. That's the job in a nutshell now.
Now it's Mbappe.
He is through here. Well, that's surely a foul. Free kick.
Cambio de jugadores.
Oh no, he's got that wrong.
And he's gone looking for safety. It's a loose ball. Marmouche. Haaland. And this is Bernardo Silva.
Reinders. And it's Valverde. Now it's Haaland.
Looking for options for movement. They're urging him to shoot. That's a risky ball, you've got to say. Cleared without complication.
Se va a llevar a cabo un cambio de jugadores.
5 minutes left on the clock.
I thought it was going to happen then. How many more chances can they realistically expect now?
And the assistant referee has his flag raised for offside.
And he's had it nicked away.
Haaland is onto this, and he welcomes it in.
And that was nowhere near his best.
Very much into the last knockings. Oh, he's found support out wide. Valverde has it in a wide position.
Oh, that's wonderful alertness.
Marmouche. Well, they can break here. Foden looking to penetrate opposition lines.
Now it's Haaland.
And they're back on the ball again. Real chance! And the ball's come loose here. Oh, he's been caught napping. So that's it. It is all over. Madrid proudly puff out their chests in victory. They know that was a battle. They know it could so easily have gone the other way. And they are clearly so happy to have won it. Mbappe voted man of the match, and deservedly so. Your reflections then, Jim?
This was all about tactics, Peter. A weakness in the central areas, both in defence and midfield, which is something we referred to before the game, and the manager was smart enough to make sure it was exploited.
And with that, it's time for me to thank Jim Beglin and to wish you a very good evening. Hello and welcome one and all. The atmosphere building very nicely here. Gorgeous, gorgeous evening. The skies are clear, the noise is fervent, the atmosphere frenetic. I'm Peter Drury, and joining me here, our expert Jim Beglin.
Glad to be here, Peter, and I'm ready to rumble.
Colours vivid and vibrant, songs loud and proud. The tone for this game is well and truly set.
Things have got underway here pretty promptly. And he's straight offside. Jim, which player is best equipped for this game?
Well, Peter, I think the role Jude Bellingham will be given will be important here. He's like a combination of a number 8 and a number 6. Great defensively, very aggressive too in going after the ball. But he's also a very neat dribbler, so not the type to stay put. And I'm sure we'll see a lot of that today.
Yeah, I'd have picked him too. No doubt the fans feel much the same way. And now the breakaway. Well, that is one way to stop him.
Howson cuts out the pass. And it's Chouameni. Bellingham.
Applies the finish! Great effort, beautifully taken.
Oh, the technical control was exquisite. The pummeled attempt was exasperating.
Looking to play him in. Oh, not quite on the same wavelength.
Anything noteworthy in the early part of the match, Jim?
Well, I think both teams probably feel it's too early for either to start taking real risks. So they're still very much in a phase of testing the waters and sizing each other up.
Now it's Mbappe. Lovely pass, but can he get there?
No messing about, just bludgeoned away.
Oh, he's done very well to take that back. Can he get it through?
Oh, super find. And that's put paid to a promising move.
Camavinga.
And he welcomes it in. Mbappe is alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless.
And he's quick to snatch it back. And it's Bellingham. Mbappe.
They've got to be quick moving this forward.
And they're not going to make any further progress now. So it is still 0-0.
Chouameni. And he was quick to react.
Vinicius Junior.
Tries to pass it through.
That will annoy the manager. They're making themselves too predictable here.
Mbappe. Played through for him. Howson.
He won't be happy with that one.
Pass is just off target. Eder Militao. Oh, we expected better, and so did he.
Mbappe!
That is a brilliant interception.
Well, the ball just didn't work out for the run that he made.
Well, I think the opposition saw that pass coming a mile off, and it wasn't the best decision.
Oh, that's superb. Tries to play it through.
Mbappe showed plenty of zest in getting to the ball, but couldn't quite sort it out.
There's no such thing as a bad time to score, but this would sure be a good time.
Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking.
And it's Ceballos. Bellingham. Lovely pass, but can he get there?
Hernandez is there to clear. Nicely weighted ball.
Well, a glitch with the rangefinder there, and evident annoyance.
Yeah, he just didn't seem to get enough on the pass, Peter, did he? goal. Well, that's very much changed the complexion. It's also changed mindsets and moods in both teams, and it had to be him.
And a trademark move ends with the inevitable classy finish.
Just when they thought they may be in at one end, they end up shipping a goal at the other, and it's all due to wonderful counter-attacking. They hardly had time to even react, and there's only one word to describe that: clinical.
France are in front now, the game's only goal.
Well, I think there's the shot! He has done it! And they're at it again in double quick time.
No space, no problem. You just cannot stop him.
Mbappe demonstrated great strength there. I mean, he really had to hold his man off and just create enough room.
There's the whistle for half-time. Any opinion you'd like to express on the first half?
Well, I'm looking at the body language, Peter, and it doesn't look great. It's going to be pretty hard for them to pick themselves up from here. But there's still a maybe at play. Maybe they'll thrive on the adversity.
And that's the start of another 45 minutes.
Well, I think they have to be positive despite the scoreline. The one thing they don't want to do, Peter, is give away an early goal. But they can't afford to get too cagey either. So attack with real devilment, go for that goal and see if they can unsettle them.
It's a pretty loose pass. Chouameni, now it's Dembele. Now, can they get him away? Valverde. France can breathe again, just.
Simply brilliant defending. They were outnumbered, but he still came out on top.
Ceballos. And here's Mbappe.
Real chance!
Looking for options for movement. Camavinga has found the net here, of course. Knocks it into space. And no, that is pretty much the end of that. Now it's Vinicius Junior. Oh, there's a probing ball. And it's Ceballos.
Look, they've had their chance to regroup and rethink. Now they've got to stir a revival.
Well timed, excellent interception. Great vision. Mbappe. Rabiot. Lovely pass, but can he get there? And now they can clear their lines. France have got it back and they'll have another go. Mbappe looking for the run.
He's having a shot! Just cruising! They are cruising! And they are cruising away!
It is a good finish. The odds were against him, little matter.
Well, at one stage he was being body checked, Peter, and then the next minute it's in the back of the net. That's wonderful striking.
France find a position of real strength now. Koundé. Now that looks a decent ball. Expertly cut out, really nicely done. Well, the run has been sold a little bit short there.
Well, everything up to the final pass looked decent. They just couldn't pick out that killer ball.
Mendy. That has not gone well. Well, it looked promising for a moment, but it came to nothing. No, it's come to nothing. Ceballos is offering some sort of an apology there.
Well, that's down to a simple miscalculation. No.
Vinicius Junior!
It's off target and by quite a way.
Well, it didn't quite come off this time, Peter, but that's a warning to the opposition. This team know how to counter and they'll be looking to do it every chance they get.
Oh, it's Dembele. Camavinga. Mbappe.
Shot a goal!
Some resolute defending there.
And he shoots!
It's hit the crossbar. Oh, that's a waste.
Se va a llevar a cabo un cambio de jugadores.
So time for change, and this one has been on the cards for a little while. Aimed beyond the defence.
Now, can he find a finish? Rudiger gets good distance on it. A mixture of good defending and indecisive passing. No progress.
They've been denied a chance to develop any rhythm in the passing department.
That ball looks a good one. Lovely ball and a real chance now.
Variety is the spice of footballing life too. They need to alter their approach and start shifting this ball out wide.
Pass somewhat off target. Now it's Fofana. Defending in numbers, sharp and uncompromising. That's been cut out, well played.
And it's Fofana.
Well, this does not look promising, Peter. The least they can do is to give the crowd something to cheer about, but that might be difficult from here.
Can he spark a counter here? Chouameni gets across and deals with it. Bellingham. And he skips past his man. Fofana has a look and plays it forward. Now it's Mbappe. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. Bellingham. Finished. And a chance! Oh, didn't catch it right.
And it's Ceballos.
He's had a shot! Lacking in accuracy. And that has left him in a heap. Oh, that's a key interception. And that will be the final act. Madrid cannot spin this any other way. They came up against opponents who were thrilling, at times unplayable, who simply brushed them off. So, Jim, how do you reflect on what we've seen?
Well, Peter, I really couldn't see what this team was trying to achieve, whether it's the manager's message not getting through or not having the right players in the right positions. It all looked a bit lost.
Well, thanks to Jim alongside me, and as the fans make their way home, so must we. Good evening to you.
Hello and welcome one and all. The atmosphere building very nicely here. Gorgeous, gorgeous evening. The skies are clear, the noise is fervent, the atmosphere frenetic.
This is Peter Drury, and next to me providing insights will be Jim Beglin.
Cheers, Peter. It's a privilege to be here. It really is.
Well, the pre-match build-up has been fantastic. Now, the game itself.
If you're just joining us, we are already underway. He gets big and checked out by the most elastic of saves.
Bellingham actually didn't do an awful lot.
Bellingham! He will be livid with himself.
He's found a way through.
And a chance!
They want to be quick to recover this.
I'll tell you, Peter, the keeper owes him big time there. He's lucky his mate was wide awake to that.
Vinicius Junior. Looks a foul. Yep, referee's given it. What a start. Free kick in a dangerous position in the opening minutes. And a great opportunity to open the scoring here. Decent hit from there.
Can he get on the end of this? Foden. Eder Militao spots it and intercepts.
He's had a fair tumble under that challenge.
And he's going to be disappointed with that. Now it's Mbappe. Rodrigo
Unable to make it happen for all his good intentions.
Chance, surely!
One sweeping move, executed with deadly efficiency.
Look, if you want to be effective on the break, then the key element is always pace. That's what really rips defences apart, and it's difficult to find an answer to it when it's applied like that.
So the game's first significant moment, and it's come earlier than perhaps we anticipated. Lovely pass, but can he get there? It's loose now and they want to get it back.
He's gone for goal!
Well, it seems as if he's just had a momentary lapse and slipped into tunnel vision, because he had good options around him and he failed to get his head up.
The pressing's intense and it's paid off. Well, that had the makings of something quite promising, but it's fizzled out into nothing. Howson. And the two sides separated by the game's only breakthrough moment to this point.
And the score is 1-0.
Howson is the guilty party there. Howson did incur the wrath of the referee and has earned himself a booking in the process.
That's going to go a long way, and reclaimed it in a trice.
Looking for options for movement.
Have beautifully policed that midfield. The opposition have been handcuffed.
Haaland.
Well, that is one way to stop him. Foden is flagged offside.
Cherki. Now it's Haaland.
And that has put paid to that.
Valverde. And no, that was never going to make it.
And there's green grass ahead of him. Vinicius Junior showed plenty of zest in getting to the ball, but couldn't quite sort it out. And he's intervened well there.
Vinicius Junior. Cherki.
Now this could be a chance. Bellingham. Bernardo Silva. Haaland. And he's searching through. And he shoots! Oh, surely that deserved better.
That's good running. It makes life so much easier when you have people who are willing to go beyond the defence like that.
Valverde. Foden wins the duel this time. Reinders. Haaland. That is a brilliant interception. Valverde. And the pass is intercepted. Now it's Vinicius Junior. Well, that tackle was certainly sturdy. Yeah, that does. It's a quick one. And it's Valverde. Oh, that was vital. Madrid looking to go into the break, 1-0 up. Knocks it into space. He has a look up, and the shot! Just off target.
Well, he looks a little annoyed with himself, Peter, but he hit it well enough. Better look next time, maybe.
Haaland. This looks promising. Mbappe is onto this. And he's certainly... Can he finish? In for the pieces! Their attempt, just the wrong outcome.
Yeah, he may have snatched at that a bit, even though it was quite close.
Great vision. Plays a sharp little ball here. Not the most accurate pass. Oh, well played, well sorted out. That's a decent ball. And the finish! They've done it! Two to the good, and they are purring. Absolutely purring. Perfect placement, the one place the keeper couldn't reach.
Just way too good, Peter. The keeper was never going to stop it.
Madrid are now, and the first 45 minutes are up. What do you think we're up to after 45 minutes?
Well, I think things have worked out pretty well so far, Peter. If it ain't broke, don't fix it. So I think the manager has to resist change at this stage.
Madrid sitting pretty here at half-time, 2-0 up. So off we go once more. Nico Gonzalez. And that pass just didn't quite work. There could be trouble here, but for now the referee is keeping his cards in his pocket. So, power or guile, what's it going to be? This then, an ideal chance to cut the deficit. Oh, nearly. Threads one in. Lovely feet. He's had a shot! There was plenty of power on that. That's good pressing, squeezing the play. Defending was strong and firm. It's ruffled a few feathers, but well, chance for a shot! And again the keeper stands strong. So, third corner of the game. Decent chance! Relentless! Just relentless! And they are tearing the opposition apart here. Simply breathtaking stuff. He made it happen, squeezed through with sheer will
and considerable accuracy.
Well, I'm sat here, Peter, thinking that the keeper might have done a little better then. Maybe his positioning wasn't great, but then again...
Goes for a shot! It's a goal! And they are right back within touch! It is a good finish. The odds were against him. Little matter.
Foden demonstrated great strength there. I mean, he really had to hold his man off and just create enough room for him to be able to get the shot away. And I think it's just top play.
And a shot! Big relief, it just needed better contact.
Well, it didn't quite come off this time, Peter, but that's a warning to the opposition. This team know how to counter, and they'll be looking to do it every chance they get.
Eder Militao. Well, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking.
Rodrigo.
Vinicius Junior. Aims beyond the defence. Guardiola gets it clear. And that is out of play.
And that is going out for a goal kick.
Mendy. That is good pressure, just hounded him off it. And he was quick to react. Looking for the run. Oh, that's well spotted. Tries to play it through. Has a look and plays it forward. Now it's Haaland.
That's going in strongly.
Oh, good looking ball. And it's Valverde. That's a nicely shaped ball. Well, the run has been sold a little bit short there.
They should have done a lot better there. The final ball was very poor.
Well, the ball just didn't work out for the run that he made.
Well, everything up to the final pass looked decent. They just couldn't pick out that killer.
Applies the finish! And he's lifted it over.
Unsurprisingly, he's been quick to apologise. If you lean backwards, the results are normally high and wide.
Well played, that has snuffed out the danger. That's a sharp pass. Foden. He's in a great position here. Can he get it through? Oh, he's done very well to take that back.
And he's in on goal. Tries a shot! Oh, taken with style.
Well, it would have been harder to miss.
Yeah, I'd rather praise the scorer than criticise the defence here. He stepped forth and conquered.
Madrid grab a 3-goal lead. It's just too easy.
It's a decent chance to counter-attack.
Kovacic. Haaland. And that's a good...
There's the shot! He scored! They're back within reach!
There was no getting to that. No getting to it at all. Expertly done.
That's just a fabulous finish. Anything that close to the frame of the goal, 99 times out of 100, the keeper's not getting there.
So, just a consolation, or is there a way back from here? Vinicius Junior. It's not an especially good pass, that. Can he finish? And that would have been game, set and match.
Vinicius Junior clearly furious with himself there. They looked for all the world like they were going to go 3-up.
Now it's Haaland.
Strong challenge. That could leave a mark.
Now it's Haaland. Well, a glitch with the rangefinder there, and evident annoyance.
He's having a shot! He's got a goal! Late drama, late goal! This will be one frantic ending!
A mere formality, nigh on a certainty. He is truly in the zone.
Well, was there ever any doubt? It made it look like he's done it over and over and over again, and he has.
Clinical, just clinical. What a game this is turning out to be for him.
Well, you had to fancy him, Peter. He seems to be growing in stature with every goal.
This is threatening to become a really good game. All hands on deck for this one.
Reinders goes short. Tchouaméni gets a foot in here. That's a throw.
Picked out brilliantly. Shapes to shoot. He scores. We thought it was over. It's all square once more.
As simple as you like. The outcome utterly inevitable.
Again, that's terrific movement, Peter, and an even better pass. It's beautifully played.
So all square with almost no time remaining.
Well, those players out there must be exhausted now, Peter, but at least they have momentum, which augurs well if this goes to extra time.
Reinders has been booked, just Haaland.
He can get that clear.
Rodrigo. Now it's come to nothing. Tchouaméni. Valverde.
Bernardo Silva. And Bernardo Silva! So close. But that's it. The full-time whistle has gone.
Well, look, this has been a hard-fought encounter, Peter, so mistakes are far more likely over the next 30 minutes.
So 90 minutes couldn't produce a winner, and we have extra time. Into extra time we go. Madrid conceded an equaliser late on. Now they have to do it all again. Do they have what it takes?
Foden.
And that is a little undercooked.
Kovacic. And it's Kovacic. He's in plenty of space here. So nearly the perfect ball. A slightly better ball would have led to a very different outcome there.
Well, I think the opposition saw that pass coming a mile off, and it wasn't the best decision.
Well, that pass isn't the best. He can run onto that.
Oh, that's a fine interception.
Reinders.
Kovacic. Passing is crisp and sharp. No, that's been intercepted.
Taken back almost at once.
Foden.
Tries to pass it through. That's been slipped through. Howson calmly anticipates. And here's Foden.
Foden! And the ball's come loose here.
Oh, that's wonderful alertness. Pass somewhat off target.
Mbappe. Oh, he's found support out wide. Challenged just a bit on the firm side. Little doubt, that is a foul. And he has shown him a yellow card. That has not gone well. Extra time reaches half-time. Well, both teams have run themselves into the ground out there. Does anyone have one last moment of magic in them?
Se va a producir un cambio de jugadores. El dorsal 11 será reemplazado.
Exhaustion, physical and mental. Will we find a winner? This has been enthralling. So what do the last 15 minutes have left? And he cuts out the supply. No, not quite on the same wavelength. Valverde. It's a pretty loose pass. Kovacic. Bellingham. Now it's Dani Ceballos. Chance! Yes! He's got it! And that has raised the roof! Oh, beautifully dispatched. There was no reaching that.
That's expertly finished, and he's done that so often.
Well, this is what we've been waiting for.
You have to credit the desire we've just seen here, Peter, the desire to stick to your task and keep on chipping away. Some might have backed off, but not this lot. This is very impressive.
Howson deals with that comfortably. Very much into the last knockings. Another pass just keeps it ticking over.
I thought it was going to happen then. How many more chances can they realistically expect now?
Well timed, excellent interception. That pass has been well intercepted. That's a shade optimistic.
Well, he certainly...
And that is as far as it goes. What a game, what a show. Both sides robustly going about their business, and that has turned it into quite a spectacle. It's the sort of game after which you feel it's a shame anybody had to lose. So what do you take away from it all, Jim?
This was all about tactics, Peter. A weakness in the central areas, both in defence and midfield, which is something we referred to before the game, and the manager was smart enough to make sure it was exploited.
And all that remains for me is to thank Jim Beglin. That's it from us tonight. A very good evening to one and all.
So welcome one and all to a picturesque evening here, a clear night, all the ingredients for a showcase game that the passionate crowd demands.
This is Peter Drury, and I'm happy to inform you that Jim Beglin has joined me to offer his expertise.
Thanks, Peter. Hello, everybody.
And that's it. So just time for me to say thanks to Jim for his wisdom and to wish you all a very good evening.
Se ha encontrado un niño de pelo castaño de unos 5 años que viste camiseta.
Welcome to those who have joined us all here on a beautiful, clear evening. The conditions contributing to a fantastic atmosphere in the stands. This really is the place to be.
I'm Peter Drury, and it's my chance to say that it is an absolute delight to have Jim Beglin beside me.
Cheers, Peter. It's a privilege to be here. It really is.
There's nothing quite like match day, especially here. This crowd doesn't do...
Rodrigo! He scored!
Well, they would have been looking at him to produce the goods, and that was very kind of him to oblige so early.
Well, there was to be no other outcome.
I think the defence really need to wake up here, Peter. They really shouldn't be getting cut out like that.
And the shot! I think that's offside. Yes, it is.
Can he get on the end of this?
Real chance! He's got a goal! 2-0 and in next to no time. There was to be only one outcome.
Well, he always had the measure of the keeper there. Such confidence and composure.
Madrid are now luxuriating in a 2-goal lead.
Gets his head on it! Oh, surely that deserved better.
Oh, it was such a clever pass that flummoxed the defence, and it could well be revisited, this.
Now, can they get him away? Now, that's well seen too. Looking for the run.
Madrid look comfortable already. 2 to the good and flying. Bellingham. Looking for options for movement. Madrid have hit a quick-fire double here and are firmly in the driving seat. 2-0 the score. And he welcomes it in. Rabiot. And that's really well manoeuvred. Nice sequence of passes this. And it's Hernandez. He's a sharp little ball here. Bellingham. That's a nicely shaped ball. Koundé promptly onto that, and that is that. Camavinga. Now it's Dembele. Now it's Mbappe. And this is Dembele. And the finish! Oh, he did the hard part right, but fluffed the finish.
Oh, it's very good running that. You're always going to have chances with that kind of movement.
Valverde. It's Bellingham. And it's Bellingham. Dembele has ended up in no man's land. Valverde. And it's Bellingham. Pinches it off him. Bellingham. Now it's Mbappe. Dembele. Camavinga. Now it's Mbappe. And here's Dembele. Now it's Rabiot. And it's Tchouaméni. Oh, he's done very well to take that back. Now that looks a decent ball. Picked up. Big chance! Sticks it away! Right back in the game! The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
Well, it's an example of counter-attacking at its finest. Real cut and thrust.
We have got ourselves a game here.
Well, we have a very different game on our hands now, all of a sudden. This one's totally up for grabs.
It's Dembele! And he thumps it clear.
Well, that's good defending. He squeezed the play and he gave him no chance to get on the turn.
Another pass just keeps it ticking over. Mbappe. Rabiot. Now try to spin that positively. I certainly can't. No way through. It looked as though that might lead to something quite promising, but it turned out that that was not the case. Now it's Rodrigo. Knocks it into space. And a chance! They've scored! 2 up now, and they are cruising.
Yeah, and he did well not to stray offside there as well, Peter. He just seemed to instinctively know when the ball was going to be delivered, and he got it right.
Well, that has changed the dynamic somewhat.
That has the feeling of a breath of fresh air, Peter, and now they can fill their lungs and just blow them away.
Howson and Rodrigo, and here's Mbappe. Lovely. He's having a shot. Vinicius Junior finds himself offside. Now it's Mbappe. Nicely weighted ball, and the shot's on here. Oh, he's got that all wrong, and it's a penalty. Madrid really could have done without this. Now, power or placement? And that's one back! A time for a cool head, and that is precisely what he showed.
Yeah, the keeper was trying to make him think that he was going to dive one way here. Could have just held a little longer.
France get themselves back into contention.
Well, there's a real sense that the momentum...
And the referee brings the first half to a close. It is quite a game, breathless and laced with excitement. Madrid do lead, but it's quite a game. Half-time, 3-2.
Que la tienda oficial del estadio está abierta entre semana y en días de partido.
Here we go again. And he's intervened well there. That ball looks a good one. Shapes to shoot! It's run loose. Who's going to get there? Tchouaméni gathers from the goal kick. He might be in here!
And it's Camavinga.
Hernandez. Oh, he had to make that, and he did make it. Can he get it through? Now it's Vinicius Junior. Done delicately.
Oh, well played, well sorted out.
Nicely aimed pass. And this is Dembele. Well, he was clearly disappointed with that pass.
Well, everything up to the final pass looked decent. They just couldn't pick out that killer ball.
Dembele. Eder Militao cuts out the pass. Vinicius Junior. Corner. Madrid with the corner. They're first. Mignon gets his hands on it, and the danger is averted. And now a sudden chance to counter. Rudiger aims beyond the defence. Tchouaméni. Well timed, excellent interception. Threads one in. Vinicius Junior! And again the keeper stands strong. It's their second corner of the game. And now they can spring out of defence. Looking to play him in. And it's been played through. Oh, goes for a shot! And it's come back out to him. They've done it! They have hauled themselves right back into it.
And that comes as a very welcome relief. Now let's see who's got what it takes to seize the initiative from here.
Some heroic goalkeeping, but even that couldn't save them this time.
Well, they say all goalkeepers are crazy, and after that, maybe there's some truth in it.
This has become one superb game of football.
Well, this is to be expected, Peter. When you've got two strong teams of fairly equal standing, the outcome should all come down to finishing.
Well, the runner's been sold a little bit short there.
Well, I think the opposition saw that pass come.
And the shot! It's loose. In he goes again. And yes, it's there! And they've got their lead back. And he's only too grateful to capitalise on the keeper's misfortune.
Well, it still had to be finished off, so well done to the goal scorer, but the keeper should have done a lot better.
Well, that's a foul, and the whistle's gone. The referee's come over. It's a red card. Well, Jim, there's only one reason that he would be sent off there. It is the denial of an obvious goal-scoring opportunity.
Well, it's never nice to see something like that, is it? But that's what it says in the...
Mbappe! That's a half-decent try.
Yeah, I think he's going to be a bit disappointed with that, Peter. You would have fancied him to at least hit the target.
Look at this charge for a shot! Now, who's going to be first to this? Engages and forces him off the ball. Well, the ball just didn't work out for the run that he made.
They should have done a lot better there. The final ball was very poor.
Oh, it's Dembele. Oh, it's Dembele. He's away. Dembele. Rabiot!
Well, it's definitely the right attitude and application, Peter. They've got to keep pushing.
This is a really front-footed approach.
They just need to sort out their end product, and quickly. Keep calm and carry on. That's the job in a nutshell now.
It's all a little bit desperate, but it's got the job done.
Oh, that's brilliantly defended, though. It looked destined for a goal.
Oh, well played. That has snuffed out the danger. Camavinga tries to play it through, and he's picked out the run.
And he's on his... Oh, shooting chance! He's beaten the keeper, but hit the post. It's in! They've done it again! It is incredible!
I could watch this every week, Peter. Talk about strength of character. Wonderful.
Some heroic goalkeeping, but even that couldn't save them this time.
That's really good anticipation too, Peter. Just instinctively knew where the ball would be and where he needed to put himself.
And he's done it again. He's got his second.
Can he finish? Yes, he's done it! Late in the day, this could well be it!
There was no getting to that, no getting to it at all. Expertly done.
That's just a fabulous, fabulous finish. Anything that close to the frame of the goal, 99 times out of 100, the keeper's not getting there.
Clinical, just clinical. What a game this is turning out to be for him.
This is such a dominant performance. The defence are sick of the sight of him, but he doesn't look finished just yet.
Having turned the game on its head, now can they hold out?
Well, the last moments now, Peter, are going to be very frantic. There's still time for a twist or two yet.
Flamini gets rid without sophistication. Valverde tries to pass it through. Oh, that's a key interception. Digne. We are into stoppage time. Bellingham. Great vision. And he plays one through. Upamecano does really well to win the ball there. Oh, nicely intercepted. Chouameni. Now it's Vinicius Junior. Oh, he's found support out wide.
And there goes the final whistle.
Madrid illustrating perfectly the fickle nature of football. Everything looked so good for them to start with, but as we have seen so many times, they ended up with nothing.
Your reflections then, Jim. Look, Peter, a strength in...
Hello and welcome one and all. The atmosphere building very nicely here. Gorgeous, gorgeous evening. The skies are clear, the noise is fervent, the atmosphere frenetic.
This is Peter Drury, and next to me providing insights will be Jim Beglin.
Hi everyone, and thanks Peter. It's great to be on board.
Chance! Who do you, Jim, see making the difference here?
Well, I think the fact that this guy, Saliba's starting, I think that in
Dembele, shot a goal! It's in!
Well, they would have been looking at him to produce the goods, and that was very kind of him to oblige so early.
The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
Yeah, when you're hit on the counter-attack like that, it's like walking into a sucker.
And there's the shot! That comes as a mighty relief. Looking to play him in. Just the keeper to beat. Mbappe! Oh, crossbar! Oh, he did the hard part right, but fluffed the finish.
Oh, it was such a clever pass that flummoxed the defence, and it could well be revisited, this.
Now, can they get him away? Well, it's been played through. Real chance! Oh, there's a probing ball. Camavinga. Now it's Mbappe. And he's on his way! Tchouaméni. And smartly reclaimed. It's a lovely, neat pass. Camavinga. Oh, played right into his path. He won't be happy with that one. Hernandez. Bellingham. Great vision. Saliba calmly anticipates. That has not gone well. Now it's Vinicius Junior. First quarter of an hour gone. And he's there to retrieve it. Madrid are one down despite having the better chances here. Tchouaméni. So what can they make of this?
Well, I wouldn't quite advise they should resort to risk-taking at this stage. There's plenty of time left yet.
Now it's Dembele. Bellingham.
Mbappe really was well marshalled there because he was denied the opportunity to turn.
Oh, well played. That has snuffed out the danger. And it's Rabiot. That pass has been well intercepted. And he cuts out the supply. Camavinga. And this is Dembele. That looks a good ball through. And the shot! He has done it! 2 up now, and they are cruising. Was there ever any doubt?
Peter, I can tell you, that was nothing short of a cold-blooded execution.
And yes, it's him again. France are now luxuriating in a 2-goal lead.
The turning of the screw comes to mind, Peter. They've got them where they want them. That's positional gold, the utilisation of space.
It's out for a goal kick. Oh, well played, well sorted out. Valverde. Can he get it through? Camavinga. A heavy challenge. And that's the end of that. It all started well enough. Well, that's pretty clear. It is a foul. And he's going to have his name taken.
Yeah, well, they were exposed and vulnerable, and he knew he had to do something to prevent a goal then.
This certainly looks appetising, well within shooting range. Mbappe! Mbappe! Irrepressible! Oh, it really is a finish of the highest order.
Well, that was wonderful in every regard. Vision, concept and considerable accuracy.
Well, he made it look effortless. Clearly a training ground perfectionist.
Madrid get themselves back into contention.
Oh, we have a very different game on our hands now, all of a sudden. This one's totally up for grabs.
And it's Dembele. Now it's Mbappe. And he's picked out the run. He saw the danger and he went thrashing in. Now that is a hefty challenge. Ceballos. Now what about a counter-attack? Pass somewhat off target. And he was quick to react. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Can he finish? And that is certainly not what he had in mind.
Well, there's always that risk, Peter, when a team commits too many numbers forward. You can't help but leave some gaps at the back.
Konate cuts it out. Camavinga.
That's put it into a promising move.
Picked out brilliantly. Camavinga. Mbappe. Howson kept aware. And it is reclaimed easily. Well, he's going to be disappointed with that. And we've reached half-time. It's been thrills and spills at either end in the first half. Neither side really seizing the initiative, and both teams still very much in it. It is quite a game, breathless and laced with excitement.
Yeah, they're ahead, Peter, but they can't afford to get too complacent. They need to go with the same intensity and tempo they showed in getting both the goals. Try to get another now and establish that two-goal cushion early in the second half.
And we are already promptly back underway.
Well, I think in these circumstances it's all about how to adjust the balance of your team. I mean, you want to get back in it as soon as possible, but without leaving yourself too open.
Tries to play it through. Back into the middle. Oh, well played, well played. And that pass is somewhat less than ideal.
They should have done a lot better there. The final ball was very poor.
Now it's Dembele. Not the most accurate pass. Mbappe. Valverde. Great ball and he's in here. Well, it didn't look good for a while, but that was brave defending and they got away with it. Chance, surely! Their attempt, just the wrong outcome.
Yeah, I think he's going to be a bit disappointed with that, Peter. You would have fancied him to at least hit the target.
And it's with the keeper. Well timed, excellent interception. Caught offside that time. So, can they find a way to turn around this deficit? And here's Vinicius Junior. Rabiot. Now it's Dembele. Now it's Camavinga. But it is clear to see that he is not at all happy with that.
Yeah, he just didn't seem to get enough on the pass, Peter, did he? Well, it's definitely the right attitude and application, Peter. They've got to keep pushing.
Well, they're looking a whole lot more urgent now.
They just need to sort out their end product, and quickly.
Vinicius Junior. Nothing wrong with that tackle. Ball won cleanly. Now it's Dembele. Now it's Rabiot. He has found a way through. Finds himself unceremoniously floored. Mendy gets it clear. And that has been cut short. The muscular approach does pay off here. Played into space. Played back in. Chouameni. Rabiot, Camavinga. France do have a chance to counter here. Looking for the run. Back into the middle. Camavinga. Rabiot. Well, that's surely a foul. Free kick. It's a good 30-35 yards out, this.
We could be looking at a game-changing moment.
Oh, that was close. Eder Militao. Shin to shin, bicep to bicep, and he wins out. That looks a cracking ball. Skillfully cut out. He takes a shot! Decent strike, kept it fizzing low.
Camavinga clearly feels he did everything right there. He really wasn't that far away.
Half an hour gone in the second half. Harrison promptly onto that, and that is that. Dembele.
France surely have to be commended for their drive and desire. Most teams would be taking the easier defensive route by now.
Looking for options for movement. Hernandez. And they're quick to get it back. Fofana goes steaming forward. Fofana. The final moments of a game that has been pretty compelling overall.
All they need is one big chance, and it may do the trick.
Now it's Vinicius Junior. Played out to the left flank. Mbappe. He slipped. Oh, that's horribly mistimed, and it's given. Penalty. Oh, the protests are futile. The decision is made. Late drama.
Se va a realizar un cambio de jugadores.
Courtois looking to stare down to unsettle the taker. Oh, brilliant stop from Courtois. It's loose now, and they want to get it back.
France can really think about the precious seconds that took off the clock. No need to overly commit now.
Vinicius Junior. And it's Ceballos. Oh, that pass isn't the best. Well, quality clearly deserted him at the crucial moment.
His teammates are really annoyed with that, you know, and they have every right to be.
Ceballos. Valverde. He's on it. Can he get away? That could spell trouble. Works it forward. And we're done.